Mzvee, good morning and thank you very much for coming.
Hi, Andy.
Happy
Thank
New
you for
Year.
having me. Happy New Year.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
We miss you.
We miss you too.
Where have you been?
I've been in Accra.
You know, I only
And
see
out of
you.
Accra.
I only see you on social media, especially on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, I follow you on Instagram. You don't
Yes.
follow me though, but I follow you on
I
Instagram.
don't? I do.
No, you don't.
Really? Oh, so I guess I unfollowed you as well.
Oh no. I mean, you've never followed me.
Oh, it's a joke.
No, I'm telling you.
That's
for
not
real.
true.
I
That's
mean,
not true.
But you.
Let me check.
Hold on, Mzvee. If you are unfollowing people, I know
Uh-huh.
I'll be the last person you even consider unfollowing on social media.
Of course.
Come
Of
on.
course.
That one, dear me, I'll hit my chest and say, Mzvee has unfollowed everyone, really. And me, what? Me too. You know. So you see.
No, it's impossible. I know I followed you on Instagram.
No,
I know I did.
No.
I don't have good reception here, but I know I did. Yes.
Well, right. So I only see you on Instagram. But why did you unfollow people?
It was a phase. It was a phase. During my depression. It was.
What
a
was
phase.
this depression you've been talking about, Kyle? Okay, you finish with this.
I have to explain. I owe it to my fans to explain where I've been. It's not been an easy past 3 years for me. I mean, I know I've been out and about doing what I have to do on TV, on stage, wherever, but it's not been easy at all. And I just came to realize that a lot of people like me in the industry, entertainment industry, who go out looking like everything is impeccable. And then you talk to them and you realize, no, they're not fine. Yeah. So I owe it to people to let them know what happened.
So with that transition, you decided to unfollow people.
I was lashing out, and I just was doing things I didn't even understand myself. Yeah. I have never experienced this before. And like every new thing, you enter before you know what it really is. So this is what happened to me. I had no experienced depression before. This was my first time, and my reaction to it was absolutely crazy. Even to family, to a lot of people. Yeah.
Speaking of depression, how did you know you were depressed?
Oh, it got to a point where I just was deeply sad and angry most of the time. And I want to cry.
I'm sorry. Can I get a tissue, please? I'm so sorry. Is it used? Or is it new? I'm sorry.
It was
I'm
not.
sorry. I have to ask because it's confusing that a lady.
Hey, it's okay.
All right.
It's okay, baby. If you buy and
Because you were with a lady I saw.
I'm keeping my notes.
Because during her matter. Okay. Oh, I even have tissue. Okay, it is used. Okay, Mzvee.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
No,
It happens quite often on the show.
Yeah, I know. I listen to the show. You know I listen to the show.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, so yeah. It's the hardest thing I've ever experienced, and I'm just glad I'm out of it. But when I remember back 2 years ago till now, it's not been easy.
You were just fine.
I know.
Your music.
I looked fine. That's the sentence. I looked fine.
You looked fine.
Yes, I appeared to be fine, but I was not fine. Yes.
Your music was doing well.
It was.
Then all of a sudden you decided to be. Was this kind of feeling? Was it when you were with Lynx?
Yeah, I've been with Lynx for 7 years, and I'm talking about the past 3 years, almost 3 years. So definitely I was with Lynx. Yeah.
So could depression be the reason you decided to exit?
Yeah, it was part of the reason I decided. It was the reason actually that I decided to leave.
Could it be that Lynx was the cause of your depression?
My depression came from so many things, and there was definitely a spill over. It affected work at a point because I basically withdrew myself from everybody. I didn't want to be a part of anything, not at home, not at work, not with friends. I was just really wanting to be on my own. Yeah, so it basically affected work. I was not really concentrating at work most of the time, and I've been saying this for some time, like a few days now. If you're talking to me, you can talk to me, but after a while, I'll ask you what you were saying again. Yeah.
And then it was that bad.
It was really bad. Because I won't give up on something I love so much, and I've been doing for 7 years. That was going amazingly well, just like that. It had to be something grave. It had to be something terrible, and it was. Yeah.
But it didn't affect your performance. Because 3 years ago, just yesterday, no, 3 days ago, I was watching your performance at the, was it 2018 VGMAs?
Yeah.
And when the tribute to Ebony, you opened
Yeah.
that performance, that
Yeah.
segment.
Yeah.
And I mean, you were amazing. I was just watching, I was like, Mzvee, we miss Mzvee. What's happening with Mzvee?
Yeah.
You know, but it never affected it.
I was paid to come and do some work, and you know, when it got to the point where I realized I can't even pretend on stage anymore, that's when I said, okay, let me say bye-bye. I wasn't even trying to get back to music, honestly. I left music. I said bye. I was not even trying to. When I told my mom this, her heart sank. She was like, no, V, you can't tell me this. Because I've been so crazy about music almost all of my life. And then all of a sudden I'm saying I'm not going to do the one thing I almost fought with my dad over. Like, that was crazy.
I see. Now, so did you ever think of giving up music, just letting go forever?
Yes, and I said this on another show this morning. I said I talked to Richie like about 2017, and I sort of told him this, that Richie, it looks like I may be giving up on music. And so when I told him the day I told him that, Richie, you know what, this is it, I'm going to be done with music, he said I knew this was coming. Yeah.
Did you ask him why he thought that?
I mean, Richie knew, you know, I had my issues, but I was never really clear on anything, you know. I don't know how to open up to people. It's very hard for me to open up to people. Richie was the one I really talked to at Lynx, but on a certain level, not all the way. So, yeah. When I told him, he said he knew he was expecting this to happen, and it did.
So Richie knew you were depressed?
He knew.
No.
He knew he could tell, but he didn't have the 411. Yeah.
Did you open up to him since he was the one you were speaking to?
No, not really. I was never really 100% to anybody on what was happening in my head, and that's why it crushed me so much. And in the past year, I came to realize when you have a problem, find someone you're close to and start talking, because if you leave it and you let it mature, it will be the hardest thing you ever deal with. So, yeah, I just learned my lesson.
Well, he was the perfect person, or he was the best person you were
Yeah.
talking to at the time.
Yeah.
So you could have opened up to him.
I could have.
I mean, I've been going around this topic or this discussion because a lot of people are in this situation. If you remember, a year or two ago, we had a psychologist in the studio, and we spoke with a lot of celebrities. In fact, we made it a call or responsibility to check on our celebrities, how they deal with depression, whether they've experienced it before. So I'm very sure that a lot of people are in your situation, but they have no one to talk to. So I'm trying to use you as a gateway, you know,
Andy,
to get into the
listen,
hearts of people.
The interviews I've been doing since I released my song, there are some of the interviewers who I would be talking to, and then when we go on break, they're like, you know what, I experienced this very thing last year. I experienced this very thing some time ago, and that's why I switched up. That's why I did this. That's why I did that. And that's what made me realize I was not alone. So many people in the entertainment industry. Showbiz is such a big thing on social media, in the public eye, but it's a very lonely thing. It's so lonely because you have so many people around you giving you fans every day, people telling you they love you, but then at the point you really think, who is really with me? You understand? Who is loyal? Who will, you know, have my back? And yeah, it just gets to that point for a lot of people.
I see. Listeners, in case you just tuned in, you're listening to Hitz 103.9 FM. my special guest is the beautiful and silky voiced Mzvee. So in showbiz, who's your best friend?
Oh, Efia.
In
And-
times past?
Yes, Efia, let me tell you, Efia was she became my sister the minute I met her. When Richie introduced me to her, I remember walking into the studio after, we had the whole Yes and Now D3, the girl band.
Yeah.
And I walked into the studio one day and I saw a lady wearing a big shirt, and apparently she had been sleeping in the studio from the night before recording, and I was like, wow. And I knew her music,
Right.
and I'd heard of her, and I absolutely loved her. And from that day, after I spoke to her, I was like, she was really cool. Yeah.
So
She was one of the people I actually spoke to last
during
year.
the hard times?
Yeah. And she was really helpful. Very helpful. Yeah.
So you opened up to Efia.
Yeah, somewhat. I'm so private. I was saying this earlier today. When I was growing up, my mom would always say, Vera, we don't know what you're thinking about. Nobody knows anything in your head. I basically come back from school, I'm going to my room. You ask me a question, I will answer. You tell me what to do, I will do it. Basically, that's it. I never shared anything on my mind. Yeah. That's how I've always been. So it takes a lot for me to come and sit with someone and tell them what's on my mind. It's just strange to me. Yeah.
I see. So you spoke with Efia.
Yeah, I did.
And Efia helped you.
Yeah, she did.
Did you seek any counsel?
Because I am known, I just have this scare of opening up to people I don't know. So the best route for me was to talk to family. And for the past 8 years now, I was not close to family at all. Music was my life. I basically said bye to my family. They didn't hear from me much. Nothing. So this period, last year, I had that time to reconnect with family, talk to family, and my mom, my parents, my siblings, they were the best counsel I could have ever sought, and a few friends too. So yeah.
So you claim depression was the reason you made your exit
It was.
at Lynx.
Yes. It was.
When all the brouhaha about you...
I'm sorry, let me cut you. My last performance 2 years ago when I stopped was at Miss Malaika. And before Miss Malaika, nobody knows this, I'm saying it first here, I was hospitalized. Yep. And I wasn't sick. I was just so depressed, it made me feel sick. So I was really in the hospital. And that night, Richie was like, you know what, you are sick, don't come and perform. You are in a mood. You are in a mood. Don't come and perform. But I basically took out the drip, whatever, and I went on the Miss Malika stage to perform. Yeah. I just don't like to disappoint people because people knew I was coming to perform. And I knew it was going to be my last performance. So I just wanted to do it and say my bye.
Was Richie aware that would be your last performance?
Yeah, I think he knew that, yeah.
So it wasn't... When he said you think... It
No,
means,
he knew that because we had the whole conversation about leaving, and we even canceled shows that I had, but I told them to keep the Miss Malaika one. And then I was so sick, I couldn't get out of bed. I was basically in the hospital, but I said no. I said they should say okay to it, so let me just go do this. And I went to.
Were you pregnant?
No, I wasn't.
Have you ever been pregnant?
No, I haven't.
Why were people speculating that you were pregnant?
I mean, I left Lynx, I left music, I didn't tell anyone why. So definitely people will try to compensate for, they will assume, they'll say what they have to say to, I don't know, but I was not pregnant.
When you heard that, how did you feel? Especially around the time you were going through hard times.
Yeah.
And people were also speculating,
Yeah.
oh, she's pregnant, oh, Mzvee is pregnant.
Yeah.
How was the feeling?
Honestly, it wasn't the biggest thing for me. I was dealing with too much. I really wasn't thinking about that one. I mean, and some of the things I had made me laugh actually, like the pregnancy rumor. So yeah, actually some of those things made me just laugh. Yeah. but they didn't make me feel any negative type of way. It's normal. It's showbiz, it's rumor. They come from time to time, and anyone in show business should expect them. So it was not a big thing for me.
During that time, what was the worst you heard from people?
The worst? Nothing really. Like I said, when I said bye to music, I was basically, for a minute, I wasn't posting on social media. I was just like, so I wasn't even listening to radio. I was just really away from it all. Yeah, so I didn't hear anything crazy.
Then it came out that you, because Kwame Eugene and Kiddy, I think it was, I mean, the things we had predominantly was about Kwame Eugene.
Tell me some.
That you were envious of him, and did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear that, but I want to know, so tell me.
Yeah, so that, well, you were envious, you were not happy. Kwame Eugene and Kiddy were enjoying some, some things you were not entitled to because they came to meet you and, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I mean, these were some of the things that came out as well. Yeah, I heard them, though.
Okay.
But it's good you're here to answer these kind of questions. Was it true?
Oh, no, not at all. When I started music 2011, I started with a girl group, D3. And it was fun times. It was such a good time because I was not alone. And then all of a sudden, it was just me because the group had to split. And so when the boys came on board, I was actually very excited. And you can ask anybody at Links, we had the best of times. Traveling for shows, like in Ghana, wherever. It was just so much fun. And so I don't see where that enviness comes in. But I think what people are why people are saying that is because maybe there was so much noise about the boys around the time I left. And I need to explain this. When you start music, you need a lot of focus on you. That first song you put out, you need to push it as hard as you can. I was 7 years old in the industry. I didn't need that push. Things really just happened for me. If I wanted to do a show, today if Richie says, let's do a show, there's someone who say, okay, let's give her a stage. Let's do this, let's do that. But these are boys who just came into the industry, so they needed all the focus they could get. And I'll be selfish to say, because I didn't really need all of that. So I think people are confusing their outdooring to be something like Links wasn't giving me attention. But it was just because they were new. They needed that focus. When I came into Links, there was Easy, there were a few people, but I needed to be outdoored properly, so I had to have that push. So everybody was like, okay, Mzvee, let's go. Because Easy had already reached a point, and that's the same scenario for me right now. So I think people are just confusing that whole bit of outdooring the boys to be like Links gave them all the attention, and I think it's just confusion.
The decision to leave Links, was it from you or from them?
Oh, it was from me. Definitely from me.
After all you think they've done for you, sitting here saying that, they're the reason I can flex small, they're the reason I had these hits, I went here, I went that, Why would you decide to leave?
Oh my God, Andy, I just told you. I hit rock bottom. I could not even concentrate. There was no way. Look, I started school, I stopped. Andy, there was no way I was going to be successful anywhere in the state I was in. So it would have been such I wouldn't have been fair to myself to put myself through that, to still be working, to still try to look perfect when I knew things weren't going well inside my head. I had to just take a step back. And it doesn't mean I don't appreciate them. People go through, it doesn't mean I should kill myself. You do understand what I'm saying? When it's time to say bye to something, you need to. You can't force things. And I had to at the point, so I did.
You worked with them with a contract. Had the contract expired?
No, it didn't. It's supposed to expire 2021.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
And they still let you go?
Yes. Oh, why will you hold me when I'm suffering? That would be wickedness, That would be very wicked. And I was not with wicked people. they definitely understood. The musician is a human being first of all. So you can't hold you. We will all not make money then, because at a point I'll basically be on stage looking like crap and not sounding great, not sounding myself. So I just had to stop.
When you so when you were going through those difficult times, did you hear from them?
It was Richie I was kind of talking to. Like I said before, it's hard for me to open up to anybody. But Richie was one person I did talk to from time to time. And after I left last year, we talked from time to time. I actually visited him and we talked from time to time. It wasn't often because I was really away from everyone, but once in a while we spoke. Yeah. What
about Kwame, Eugene, and Kitty?
No, I wasn't talking to anyone.
Were they calling?
No, but I heard from Kitty once or twice. Look, I block people. I went through a phase. You have no idea. You have no idea.
They used to write for you.
Yeah.
You have a new song out. Mm-hmm. I haven't heard it. I must be honest.
Okay.
But
you will hear it today.
people say it's nice.
It's nice.
Did they have a hand in it?
No, they didn't. They didn't. I'm working with some Jamaicans there in New York.
Okay.
And we're working on it's called the Pink Lane Project. So I'm working on a reggae dancehall album with them. Yeah, so this first song is from that project. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what happens to the records you put out now? What happens to proceeds?
They're still going to come to everybody according to percentage.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. So the contract still stands. Yes.
Until 2021?
No. The contract is terminated, but the contract has to do with things after, it has a lot of,
back and forth.
Yes, it has different sections.
Right.
And you have sections that deal with music after maybe you are not an active recording artist. So, yeah, royalties, all of those things have splits when it comes to like everyone who worked on the project. So, yeah.
Will you call someone ungrateful, especially during the time that you expected that person to reach out to you, at least call you, that the person didn't?
I've come to realize, I don't think I should be able to call anybody ungrateful, because we all disappoint from time to time and for different reasons. So I don't know who exactly you're talking about. If you're talking about someone in particular, you need to tell me. But I really don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, guys, on Twitter I've seen plenty tweets. Let me read some of your tweets before I invite Mr. Logic and Coca to come in. Tune Talk Media says, Andy, why do I feel inside me that Mzvee is exaggerating? Anyway, sorry though. But hey guys, depression is real, so you guys should be aware because it can happen to anyone. DJ Quest says, Andy, I want to welcome Mzvee. I miss her.
Thank you.
Shikome says, Andy, please kindly ask Mzvee what motivated her while in the depression state.
What motivated me? Family. Family. They are the people who kept me going, so yeah, family.
Official Sly says, and I know the feeling Mzvee being there and it's not easy. At that stage, you snap at every little thing, get angry easily, and thank God she's okay though. Olasti 2 says, hello Andy, she said the fear helped there during a time of depression. In which way did the fear help? It's been a filler in town that the fear smokes a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Was it the kush that helped her throughout the depression?
Wow.
No lie.
There's something called just talking, and that's what happened. So we just talked. Yeah.
It was just talk.
It was just talk. And like I said before, because I didn't open up, I had issues that built up so much that it put me down. But now I've learned communication is key in anything. So if you have someone you're close to, you have to talk and share and hear back from them. It helps.
She comments as honestly, Mzvee is one lady I admire a lot, and she wrapped it all with a Davi song, which inspires me whenever I'm depressed. Pandara Sammy says, Brandy, Obi and Ponsa said, before any artist gets on the stage, there must be a shrink to calm you and analyze you.
Hey.
We need this, oh. Now and then. He continues to say, Andy, thank you for making us smile during the time she was about to cry. Get a tissue on the desk, la. Miss, please, what do you do?
They gave me a used tissue.
Yeah. She says, Mzvee, please, what do you enjoy doing? What do you enjoy doing?
I love to watch movies. And I love to record in my spare time. So, yeah. Still music and then movies.
I see. Ore Kwamponsa says, oh, Andy, hearing her sad voice got me down. I love her so much and I miss her like crazy. May the Lord be with you, Mzvee. We love you so much. Okay. If you can get me more tweets or more messages, that would be nice. But I want us to enjoy the new song. Let's enjoy the new song, Mzvee's new song. You call it Sheriff, huh?
Yes, Sheriff.
Why Sheriff?
Well, Sheriff is a law enforcer. Someone who can look at you and say, yo, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong.
You are arrested.
You're arrested. And I'm basically just telling all women that they are the sheriffs in their own lives, that in any situation, assess yourself. Make sure you're doing things right. And it doesn't matter how many times you fall, it's about how you get up. Don't give up, basically. Yeah.
You have a sweet voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do I have a sweet voice now?
And I'm happy you're back.
Thank you. I'm happy too.
Yeah, we miss you.
Oh.
Seriously. There are plenty comments for you. Kelly Clothing said, please tell her we love her so much and we need more from her. Ken McJerry Wizzy said, the name of my kid sister is Vera. Mzvee, you've got us. Patrick Kwesi says, wow, I love this girl. Leben so said, musicians should stop sugarcoating issues and tell the truth. She had issues with Links. I know that.
Because he was at Links. I know that.
Ajodede says, Andy, depression is not an easy thing to deal with. I've been there before. Thank God she's out of that state.
Thank God.
Eben So continues to say she was upset. She organized parties and she wouldn't even invite Kitty or Kwame Eugene.
Oh my God, it was an all-female party. I don't know. Kitty couldn't wear a dress, guys. I'm sorry.
So it was an all-female party.
Yes, and it's why I organized that party. It was my birthday last year. And while I was going through that time, it was Efia I could talk to alone. And I was thinking, wow, I couldn't even find any other female musician I was like that with to talk to. And I realized the female musicians were not together like the guys are. We don't even collaborate as much. So I was thinking, why wouldn't I just celebrate my birthday with other women? So I had some politicians come through. I had Zaneto, Katrina Feku, Esther Koba. I had some market women come through. I had actresses, musicians, entrepreneurs. I was trying to invite 100 women, but I had almost 200 women there. It was amazing.
That
we
you
didn't
were
work.
100
We just
years
had.
old or 200
we just
years
had fun. No, I was 27 years old. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good morning, Andy. I don't know how to describe my love for Mzvee. She's just one of the few female musicians that could get me high in her songs. Hi. I love her bunch. I'm happy to hear from her after this long while, though. I'm quite disappointed with her exiting from Links, but all the same, I'll pray for nothing but the best of everything good for her. Kojo Enoch inside Sakumo. I love you guys, bunch. Good morning. From Abna Odida, who says, I'm so happy my favorite female artist is back.
Yay.
I thank God for this comeback. And the depression is real and it kills. I'm Rebedi from Ngwazum City. Good morning, Brandy. How do you do? Tell Mzvee she's the bravest person I know.
Thank you.
I know how to come out to tell her story. She had to come out to tell her story. I've been a victim of depression as well, and it ain't easy. It destroys you from within. And as a fan, I'm happy to see her looking stronger and better. I love her a lot, and she's an inspiration to others suffering the same thing.
Thank
Prince
you.
from Kotobabi.
Thank you.
Champion Dusty, you be too much. I like the way you put a smile on Mzvee's face when she started crying. You be pro too much. God bless Mzvee. This is your boy Otewi from C4 Tema. Ranks from Ajingana. Yo, Mr. Dusty, I beg, tell Mzvee say I want date but they feel I'm rough.
Yeah.
Speaking of dating, Mzvee.
I'm not dating.
Still.
Oh, I was. I lied about it for a while. And then we broke up. I guess it's because of the lies. God doesn't like lying. But yeah. But I'm single now.
But was he angry when
no,
you were...
it was one of the relationships I destroyed just because I was in a bad place. So I let go of him too.
Hey, now so the BBI you let go,
Oh.
but you are eating.
I was. I had to. I love my life. I was depressed. Didn't mean I had to die.
But your boyfriend is your best friend. He's supposed to be your best friend, right?
Yeah, but
At
I
least you
didn't
could talk.
understand what I was going through. And you know what? I was actually scared to come out to say this because I knew there would be very ignorant people who will sit behind their PCs and behind their phones and say she's exaggerating. They are the reason why I was scared to come out to say it. But my mom said, you know what, Vera, just say it because you can't lie about this one. What exactly are you going to tell people? Why you were away? What will you tell them? Tell them the truth, and this is it.
Did you? Okay.
Hey. Please finish your question.
No, the question is so strong. I have to take it easy.
Hey.
I had to, reorganize my thoughts.
Okay.
Okay, let me forget about it. But did he try to help in any way?
Of course.
This mysterious man.
Of course he did. He did.
Do you hear from him?
Of course I do.
Still.
Yeah. We're very, very cool.
So why don't you try to rekindle it?
I don't know. I think everything just has to happen naturally, I guess. It's been a year. I'm sure he's sort of found his footing somewhere else. I don't know. But we're cool.
So you've broken your virginity. Oh, no.
Hey, but this topic here is hard.
It's a question, not a topic.
Is this the strong question you were talking about?
No.
Andy, are you a virgin?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
You're a virgin.
Home use. No. And not tear rubber.
Not tear rubber.
Home use.
Home use.
Home use.
I see.
You've not answered my question.
I don't know why I don't want to answer this question.
Okay,
honestly.
don't worry. I know. We know.
I won't tell you.
We know. I like that your song with Shatawale. I want to tell you everything.
Yeah.
Sweet song.
Yes.
Yeah. Charlie. Are we gonna get any more collaborations soon?
So many.
Or your Jamaican friends won't permit?
Oh my goodness. I have a lot of collaborations lined up.
Have
I
you
remember
started?
last year I posted a picture with Stoneboy in his studio. So I think when I said I was going to release, people thought it was going to be the song with him. But yeah, expect a lot of amazing collaborations.
I see.
Yeah.
I got it. I like this song, eh?
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will give you my everything. I'm giving you all of my heart and my time. Oh. It is all. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know when you hear this guy, you just have to be happy.
So I'm even surprised that you went through all of that without listening to all the. You've always been someone who has empowered women.
Yeah.
I know that side of you. Always coming out, it's a revolution. Women empowerment.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden.
Oh, the woman is human.
I see. Jambedu Y. Rogers says, I hope these interviews and questions don't send back the depression before she starts singing again.
No.
This looks like pressure for her.
No, not at all.
Am I pressuring you?
If I wasn't ready, I wouldn't have come. Because I know your show, dear. You really, really give it to people here.
Oh, no, I don't.
This show is a show. So, I had to be ready before
This show
coming.
is a show.
It is the show.
One real switch, Brandy. Tell me, we miss her. When are we getting to meet and greet with her? Hey, meet and greet. Hey, Miss, you need some meet and greet. You have to make
Where,
it
at
happen.
Kempistic?
Maybe
Or moving
Kempistic.
pics?
Maybe. Coming over, I really love everything about her music career. Rhoda Banks says, I love her. Emmanuel Cranton, God bless you, girl. Standard says,
you.
we thought you were pregnant.
Oh, I wish I was.
Dada guys, I love this girl so much. Adidi. William Sawyer said, Mzvee is one person I love. I love you. Eugene Akumsi says, well said, Mzvee. Fredenyago said, that's my girl. Nana Koji says, my love for Mzvee. MC Mens Says interesting interview. I'm actually enjoying every bit of it. She's such a queen. Kiss for Nanado said, wow, well spoken. Abigail Yamiche says, I love you so much, Mzvee. And Estalonyo says, good morning, Brandy. That's my crush in there. I love you, Mzvee. Welcome back. Okay, Koga.
Boss.
Welcome.
Thank you.
This is where the show begins. This is where the actual show.
So we've not done anything yet.
No.
No.
So he said this show is the show. This is when you meet the guys.
Oh my God.
So I'm done with my part.
Oh my God.
Begin the show.
From the jungle.
Yes. First question.
Depression. Charlie, you try.
Thank you.
Because we go there before. But the difficulty is when you don't know whether it's over or you're in, but it's just that a new phase of like some family has come, and then you think it's all done. Then it sets in. That's where it's difficult. But I still think, yes, you found your love, you find your space, but you need to go for counseling. You really need it, because what it does for you is it opens the door for you to know when it's coming and when you need to find something to do. Boredom also opens door for
Depression.
because- and then when you do something for a long time and you get used to it, you can be depressed, but because it's autopilot, you don't feel it. And I'm grateful, I mean, you're able to do. How did ICGC, Calvary Temple, I know they're very supportive of you.
ICGC?
No. I think she's with Kodesh, yeah?
Yeah,
Temple.
Kodesh, yeah.
Kodesh, yeah.
Calvary Temple. So there is no link with Calvary Temple.
No.
Pastor Kujo.
No.
Wow.
No.
So all the information on the internet that
They supported her.
Yes.
No.
I know she worships with what was it?
Reverend Oko.
Yeah.
Bishop Oko.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know
he's
she's
our
with Kodesh.
Yeah.
The other time you told me.
Yes.
So let me see, I've been your darling before until you ditched me.
Never.
D3.
Yeah.
Did you ditch them?
No,
for
I
your
didn't.
personal interest?
No. I didn't ditch them. And when the group was going to split, you can ask Richie, because he is the boss of all of those things. I also was thinking, okay, should I also just take a step back? But at the time, I think I was the only one who had space to still do the music. So Richie talked to me and said, you know what, just do this thing. And because the other girls, one had school, and I don't know, everyone had their reasons, but I was happy about it, and all of a sudden, things had to just...
But I know for a fact that when Mutua split with Lens, some were not happy. Like, karma is this, karma is that. So I don't think they knew that it was a decision that you had nothing to do with it.
No, I didn't know. I didn't have
because
anything to do
they
with it.
stood down like, you wanted to go solo, so have it now.
Me?
Yes.
So if you talk to Richie, he'll tell you how scared I was. I was trying to run away even. But at the end of the day, he saw talent in me and he didn't want me to waste it. And so we had those conversations, and I said, okay, even at the time, my parents weren't trying to be supportive. My dad, he wasn't sure about it, because he heard a lot of bad things about the music industry, like the drugs and, the girls sleeping around. So he didn't want his daughter to go and fall into anything bad. But it took a bit of convincing before, you need to respect other people. You are really not even doing things for you. I was brought up that way. So a lot of things will... Maybe there's sometimes I've actually spoken to my stylist. I want to wear like something that's just comfortable, a bit comfortable on stage, but it will be a bit exposing. But I can't go ahead to do that. I have to wear the plenty things just because I have people watching me on TV, and I have the young kids looking up to me as well. So there are just so many things. The guys don't menstruate. The guys don't have plenty situations, True. Women have it harder.
My last question.
Yeah.
The female in the music industry.
Yeah.
I mean, when you step back, you had time to assess. You saw their strengths in everything.
No, I didn't have.
Even that.
No.
Who do you think held the fort? I mean, who do you think have massively worked to gain that respect or worked to gain that status that person is enjoying now?
Wow. I think the one who's had the most success so far is the one who had the most awards last year. I think that's Wendy Shea. I think she was the most active. So yeah.
Nice. Kofi Ochidako, KOD says, dang, Sheriff is truly in town.
Yes.
Said, depression is real, bro. Big up the V.
Thank you.
Wow. KOD, big ups to you. 1957, Chala, I've seen you started some shoe line. I wear size 42. Also
41.
Also known as 8. I said 42.
No, be a candidate.
Now size 41. That's your size.
Fedi agree about me.
That's your size, oh. Your third leg is 41. This is too small. Mr. Logic, please come.
Mzvee, well done, baby.
Me dear pon.
You comfy there or you comfy far? Which one are they?
Me
You comfy there or you comfy far?
I am here to stay.
Alright, good thing, good thing. Come on, shall build up our patois. It's good you build up your patois, you know, because one thing I pick
This is
up.
working.
No, you know what?
She's
You know
working with
you
your
should be on a song right now.
Me?
You have a good tone. Your voice has a really
Don't
good
you
tone.
know?
Don't you, man? Come on.
You don't know.
You got to know.
Jano
We're going to
star.
talk about that. We'll talk about that. Yeah?
Okay.
Alright.
My patois it hasn't reached yet, but
we'll
get there.
It's coming. Small.
Oh, I see. This is a legendary future warrior.
Let me deal with the issue.
Listen to this.
No, wait.
No. Let me Is that him?
Yes!
Pick up yourself.
Rude boy! How am I going to deal with the issue now?
She beat you up.
Don't you
big
know
up,
I'm
big up,
trying
big up,
to
big
make
up.
you not ask me?
You're weak, you
No,
know.
I'm not really going to ask
No,
you.
but
say you like
the
the song,
tone,
you want
the
to
tone
hear
is sick. Your tone is
Thank you a
sick.
lot. Thank you a lot.
No.
Thank you a lot.
And he's a good songwriter too.
Thank you a
Wow,
lot.
Charlie,
President of the.
I'm gonna call you
Yeah,
after
no
the show.
problem.
Yeah.
No problem. Got you, man. Got you. You know, when I heard you said you're coming back with a full reggae dancehall album, I was
Yeah.
extremely happy.
Okay.
Because I know that for a while, you've been able to held that part. You've been doing reggae dancehall blend with Afrobeat. And people have been complaining, she's not a dancehall artist, back and
Yeah,
forth.
yeah.
But you kept going.
Yeah.
But hearing you saying that I'm coming back with a reggae dancehall album and I'm working with a group of Jamaicans,
Yeah.
I was waiting to hear the song.
Yeah.
Then I heard the Sheriff.
Yeah.
When I heard the title Sheriff, I said, all right, it looks like this will be different a bit. And then listen to the song and then, you know, the vibe, yeah, I realized that it has a lot of Jamaican influence as
Yeah.
well, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful that, you know, you are back
Thank
to really
you.
do your thing.
Thank you.
You're one of the females that have a good voice.
Thank
A
you.
very good voice.
Thank you.
And to do reggae dancehall, we will give you full 100% support
Thank you.
so that you can, you know, push reggae dancehall to the top.
Thank you.
And how many pretty girls, pretty ladies, Andy, we want to do reggae dancehall? You get me? You know, these days, I'm looking at a pretty lady like me, V, want to do reggae dancehall. You know, we're happy for that. The last thing I want to say is, it's good you never, you know. No, but we're dealing with reggae dancehall issue.
The way his voice is sexy for me right now. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
because I your question.
I'm not questioning. I don't have time to question.
No, really.
I'm happy you never did really, you know, hit the links, but you gave them the credit. It makes a lot of sense, you know.
Yeah.
It shows that you appreciated every little bit of effort they did for you.
Yeah.
I'm happy for that because
Thank
people
you.
always complain, artists are ungrateful. And I'm happy you did not really say the issues because even though there are issues, you have to keep them down there. And with the depression, the only thing I decoded from your submission is when you said you are single, you've broken up. You know, when females get depressed, mostly, because I was listening to you when coming, it wasn't about a family issue, it wasn't money issue, it wasn't social.
No, I didn't. I was not specific.
Okay, you didn't
But
say what
was-
it is.
It was
Issues.
bits and pieces from
Of
all
issues
of those. Yeah.
they put together.
Yeah.
You know, so I thought probably you got a broken heart because mainly when women get
Charlie,
broken heart,
me, I don't get broken heart. I will break your heart. You can't break my heart. My heart.
yeah, your heart is strong, yeah.
No.
So because
A
Andy,
man cannot break my heart.
you
Why
sure?
will a man
That's
break
good
my heart?
because you know, Andy, you tried to find out what exactly could break you down so hard
Yeah.
that you didn't want to see anybody
Yeah.
lock off your phone and
But
follow.
can you imagine that I decided to leave music because
Yeah,
the man
that
broke
is
my
the
heart.
part.
That's crazy.
I was trying to figure out what
Yeah.
could be the issue.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you overcome it. You know, so
Yeah.
we're happy.
Thank
Big up
you.
yourself and then keep doing this reggae dance.
Big up
Big
yourself.
up, yeah?
Big up yourself.
Yeah, my girl.
Ernest.
Yeah, Andy. Mzvee.
Hi.
Yeah, she's one of the few female musicians in Ghana with a clean record. You know, less controversy, and you know, she has the talent too. And I have enjoyed her songs, but I think I enjoy the Sherry better.
Wow.
It's more mature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very.
It reminds me
Clean.
of
Oh my God.
Lauryn Hill
Okay.
and Dinah King.
Oh my God.
You know, very deep.
Yeah.
Very deep. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I love your songs.
Can I give you a hug right now? You're making me happy.
Go ahead,
No,
go ahead.
really.
Come on.
You
Thank
see,
you.
you see, Miss V's Sheriff is one I love so much.
So you also need a hug.
But we all said we loved it.
Oh no, no, no,
Oh. Andy, that's you've been left out. I'm sorry.
So Andy, back to the depression issue.
Ah,
Oh, you also love the songs.
please come for your hug. Andy, Andy, that's you've been left out. So.
Dash.
Renard.
Lose your job.
Oh.
Are you sure you want to continue this? Right?
Make you know my name.
Yeah, Andy, back to the depression issue. Depression is something that we take it for granted, especially in our part of the world. Especially when they see you going to the psychiatric hospital, they think, hey, the girl is mad. Oh. Then the next thing, it becomes a different thing altogether.
Yeah.
When they see you with a psychologist, that even becomes a problem. But we need it. If you've not been to that part before, you might underestimate it. I remember 2005, I nearly committed suicide.
Oh.
Yeah, so deep. It was so intense to the extent that I had to relocate from Accra back to Kumasi because that was the
Wow.
only thing that could save me. I had to be with my mom so that at least when I see her, she was the reason why I lived. So moving on, it has affected me so much. If you realize, apart from Hitz FM, I don't go anywhere. Yeah, even in this house, I don't socialize because I've learned a lot of things. You know, being lonely has taught me a lot of things. It has toughened me. And now, even though I don't like going into people because I don't want somebody to do something that will remind me of my past. You know, so depression is very intense. And it's common. Who entertains the entertainer?
Good question.
Who are you going to tell your problems to? You talk to people, the next day it's out there. So now people are using social media as their means of expressing what they feel, which is equally bad. There should be a way out. There should be a way out so that the many people that we're losing, we can save them. Me, when I hear that somebody has committed suicide, I feel bad. You know why? Because I've been there before and I know how it feels. When you get to that point, the whole world becomes black. It is as if you have gotten to the end of your world.
You don't want to talk to anyone. You don't want to hear from anyone.
You don't want to even share an eye contact with anybody.
Yep.
Yeah. And I feel sad because sometimes the devil also lures you to think that the only way out is to give up
Yeah.
or to take up your life. And I always say that every 31st December, I calculate the number of years I've spent after I contemplated suicide. Yeah, every 31st December.
Did any of your colleagues at work know this?
Maybe today is the first time I've ever spoken about it.
Is that difficult? You
Yeah,
can't even
I-
explain what it is.
not
It
even
takes,
my-
it takes somebody's experience for you to share
Yeah.
your
Not
Yeah.
even my mom knows about this. Nobody.
Oh,
Nobody.
wow.
Maybe my wife. Yes, because I had to tell her. She's my close friend. But apart from her, no. I've not spoken about it anywhere. So when you see that I'm always in my corner minding my business, that is the best.
Wow.
All right. Thank you very much. We are about wrapping up this week. So,
Hi.
hey, yeah, Miss V's new manager.
Please, that's my husband.
That's why he's asking who the guy is.
Hand over the bag.
Take her.
Your position.
I've taken over.
Yes.
Yes.
So your wife is here.
Your wife is here.
Please talk to her before I let her go.
Baby, where have you been?
Now you.
I just
So this was the boyfriend you let go.
Yeah.
This was the boyfriend you let go. So unfortunate.
good to see you again. You never told me you were depressed. I would have come home to do all the job.
Baby, I couldn't tell you. We're always working.
You come and do all.
Yes.
The problem, I understand. Only problem.
Only problem. you know, I told Mzvee something about 3 years ago. I don't know if she will remember. I want to remind her again. So you try and remember. If you're not able to remember.
Oh, we've spoken. This is wickedness. Oh.
You've done this
It was
over.
about your
After
brand. It was
all
about
the
your. It was
conversations.
about your brand.
Baby.
Let's. But it's good. The man is gone. I'm back. You know, I at the reception, I think she brought us cake. Was it around the same time we were links? They brought us cake, and she was a lead because you know she was a queen amongst the gangsters. So I remember telling her that you must be known for something. I don't like the way she's getting known for too many things. She said, I said yes. It might sound very light, but after some years, it will come and play, and she won't be comfortable. I'm sure she took it lightly. I'll use someone who has done it so well, and I'll educate all. We all learn more today on these things. You know, R. Kelly's first album was Born into the 90s.
With public announcement. Huh?
Correct. Rap. That very song, Born into the 90s, you remember he rapped?
Yeah.
He was a rapper.
Yeah.
Home Lover Friend. He noticed that he has a strength for ballads. And so people liked his slow, Your Body's Calling,
Sadie,
and all the songs, correct. So he switched and went
R&B.
into strictly. So a lot of the youth of today don't even know R. Kelly was a rapper. Good. Because when you mix the genre, because you have too much talent, you pay for it. Nasi is paying for it. We told Nasi too. He didn't listen. Where's Nasi? Nasi has some new song. Very good song. Frankie 5 plays it all correct.
Early this morning, beginning with Jesus, they played it.
Yeah. But who talks about Nasi? Because we struggle to accept people with too many colors, unfortunately. So we often want to know you for a particular thing and admire you for it. Secondly, you hear all the comments people send about her. It means that's the perception they have about her. So, and the genre that she wants to play within, they like tagness.
Hooliganism.
You share high heels. A rare bonnet, another rasta. You know, 2 in 1. They need logic depths. You see the tone in which he speaks. He has issues with every pastor. That is a Christian. You know, but you are not cut for that. It's like me coming to work one day and you see my hair part brown. Okay, we're starting on tramadol. That's how you see me. So I told her, and you know, as a musician, when all these things begin to play against you, Henry Kisi told me, when Tom Redu died, he said that, see, Mark, when you're on top and you begin to get challenges with your brand issues and your music, it can be very depressive. Especially when she was speaking, she said that knowing the home she comes from, she can't dress anyhow. I didn't see confusion stage. People are talking raw. You know deep down your heart that I am not cut for this thing. But how can you present dancehall to us in that manner? After Davi, this morning, I've heard her again with another form of reggae dancehall. A new one.
Sheriff.
So who are you? Tell us.
I'm a musician, first of all.
That's exactly what she told me the last time.
No, but let me, can I interject? Okay, so yes. I'll just say, I have spoken to gurus like yourself, and everybody has this line they feel I should toe. And I'll just say this. It's hard to listen to everybody at the end of the day. But I want to cancel that point you made about this whole dancehall thing and you need thugness. And I have watched Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
I have watched different... And Lauryn Hill, you wouldn't see her in any type of crazy short outfit. She is herself. And she will sing and you will enjoy on a reggae beat. This is a very calm beat. This is something as calm as I am. Yeah. And the message is calm, is sweet, is vibrant. I don't see how I cannot toe this line. So I want to definitely cancel that.
I see where you are coming from.
Yes. But I am
Lauryn
trying
Hill.
to... Yes,
Yeah,
but
I see.
no, hold on a second. And there are so many other examples of female dancehall musicians who are just as sweet as I am, or even sweeter, who still do what they do and people absolutely love. So I get where you are coming from, but at the end of the day, I have to pick and choose because there are so many intelligent people like yourself who will sit me down and tell me, yo, V, so and so. Now, I have to think and say, okay.
But I have not given you any genre to go with.
No, but now you are cancelling the reggae dancehall.
No.
You said I need thugness.
I said perceived. See, you remember when Black Rasta was here? He interviewed. Is it Luciano or the other one?
Yeah, Luciano.
Luciano.
Yeah.
And Luciano said that even in Jamaica, dancehall, you can have one or two people who do it differently, but the general perception is what makes a brand position. You can choose that I don't perceive it like this, but your culture, even in Ghana, it is perceived as. That's why Shatawale.
I will not cut you. That thing Luciano said was a lie. It was a big, yes, it was a lie.
But you heard him.
There are two different types of dancehall. We have the culture of dancing, which they take abroad. If you watch Jamaican video, you see the dancing is very much in the videos. That was the one he should be talking about, dancing. That they have a culture of nakedness, yes.
Yeah.
But the music part of dancehall has a different face. But Luciano came to Africa. Some of them, when they come to Africa, they think that we know nothing about
the dance. So.
That's what I'm saying. He lied. He wasn't the shit. No, he lied. He lied because I watched him on a Jamaican TV. They asked him what he said in Africa. Then he said, when he went there, Shatawale, Stoneboy, he mentioned their name. Some guys called Shatawale and Stoneboy. He actually came here thinking that we are novices here in our industry. As a Rasta, they have that perception that if you are not in that realms,
but where you are coming from, we know some of your dancehall artists that you are talking about.
It's based on individual.
I'm coming. Wait. We before I traveled a few weeks ago, I had one artist who tweeted and said he was coming to sleep with women in Ghana.
That Cranium.
What does he do?
Cranium. He's a dancehall artist. That's, like I said, it's
wait,
based on individual.
Even Satawa,
yes.
Sabaranks.
Yes.
Where Sabaranks started. Where Raga.
Yeah, in the Raga days. Yes, Raga days.
We all knew how Raga was sold.
It's just like rap.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's just
that
like rap
every
music.
genre has a culture.
Oh, but it fits dancehall fits this lady.
No, wait, hold on. So dancehall artists don't wear heels.
No, what I'm saying is,
you mean I'm too calm?
See, you know, that's why I gave you an example. That if I came to work one day, even if I try to do dreadlocks, it will sound funny. I'll look funny.
Yeah.
It's because I've been perceived in a particular way.
Yeah.
And when people put you in that box, the bad side about brand position is that when they put you in that box, you are forced to become like that.
Yeah.
If you try to do otherwise, they dog you. Unfortunately, that's why I keep telling people that we all wear masks.
Yeah.
Because if you come to my room, I sit on the floor and I eat. But you do not give me food on the floor when I come to your house.
Yeah.
I'll get angry. So if you are selling a brand, in quotes, you must be perceived for something and you live it till you die. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in this case, are you advising she stops doing dancehall or she lives
she
it?
must be identified.
Okay.
You must be popular for something.
Go one lane.
See,
this or that.
let me give you the history of Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill came from the group Fugees. Yes. Lauryn Hill came as a rapper. If you remember.
Yes.
Hardcore.
Then Wyclef.
Along the line, her first song that she did was Killing Me Softly. Then she sang full time.
Right.
Then she found a new love. Then she did her own album,
Miseducation.
which was mostly singing, apart from one song that you tried to do.
Apart from that,
The intro.
that
Then
no. that thing, and then everything was
The one that he used the
singing.
bam bam.
Yeah.
Yes, that one he tried to rap.
didn't do
Bam
full
bam.
rap.
Yes, he didn't do. She didn't do full. So she saw something new. Have you noticed that after that time, after that album, the Doo Wop album, she's been singing. When she came to Ghana, you know she was in Ghana about
Yeah,
3
she
years
came.
ago,
She came
one
from
Christmas.
Tanzania.
Oh, recently
Yes.
she came back.
Even this year of
She was
return,
here.
Oh, she was here.
Yes.
She didn't rap one. She sang throughout. So I was
In the
wondering,
rap songs, you did them singing.
yes, I said, what happened to all her rap songs? She doesn't perform them. So she evolved. That is another side. You can reposition. Yeah, so she repositioned and became a singer. But those of us who know her, just like R. Kelly, we've known her as a rapper. So all I'm saying, I'm not advising like the others do and say do this or do that. But you must be known for something.
Yeah, that's true.
All right,
But
baby.
let's see,
That's true.
it's a new face.
Hold
so
on,
probably
please,
she's diabetic. Okay.
baby.
Yeah.
Let me tell
It's
you
a
something.
Friday.
Yeah, baby, it's going down in the DM. Listen,
Yeah.
I've listened to everything you said. I've picked, and I understand where you're coming from.
Sure.
But I like the way you said she transitioned. She
Yeah.
found a new life.
Yes.
She found.
Yes.
It's 2020.
Yes.
Let me find a new
Sure,
life. Let me
sure,
enjoy.
sure.
Let me enjoy music. Let me give love. Let me
Sure.
let people have fun, and we see where it goes.
You know I'm cool with you.
Of course, I love you, baby.
Hey, boy, Ayaka.
I think when you say the diversity in her side, it is that's when you loving her, then she brings something new.
Yeah.
Then you let me see. As you're about loving her, then she draws something new again. So like Sharif, you see the way that everybody is going Sharif. We're loving it because you can link it to about 2 or 3 songs of what she's done already.
Before.
Yes. But if she takes one lane and this is where we go, once you know it, you don't need to hear and ask who this. You
Yeah.
know this is the art.
But Miss V has a unique voice, I mean, and her delivery. So that one there, I mean, you don't need to
So
be
we are
asking.
waiting. We are waiting for the ID.
All right, Miss V. Well, thank you very much for coming.
Mante.
The idea. Okay, now new guy says my mom wants me to ask Miss V about her background, where she's from, because they are sharing the same name, Hamenu,
Oh,
but
wow.
hers is spelled differently. So my mom wants to find out if they are related.
My father is from Kwenyi, Georgia, and my mom is from Keta.
So we are fool number 9,
Fool.
straight.
Yeah.
Until next time.
She's taking to Nogobo to swear before. I believe Dr. Beda says, I'm glad Miss V has bounced back. The strongest people are those who fall but bounce back even harder. I wish you all the best this year and beyond.
you.
And pray Sharif makes all the hits. We love you so much.
Love you guys too.
Powered by Hitz 103.9 FM.